Some time back, I had the opportunity to attend a workshop that included a book expo housed in a city's convention center. The whole ground floor was filled with hundreds of publishing companies, all showing off their latest products in hopes that professors might use their books in classes. A whole convention center floor filled with books. I know, right? When I entered, I could see the names of the different publishers hanging on banners from the ceiling or atop large displays. I quickly located the publisher I wanted to visit and made my way through the twists and turns of the exhibits toward my goal. I didn't stop to look at the other products. They were merely distractions on the path toward my objective. Some might describe the process of my roaming through the books as a labyrinth. For many of us, we know the word labyrinth from ancient mythology, about a monster at the heart of a puzzling structure, the Minotaur, half human, half bull. From that story, the word labyrinth usually is used to mean a maze. But others make a distinction between a maze, a configuration that offers many different paths and choices, some of which are dead ends, and a labyrinth, a single path that, though it may double back on itself, if followed devotedly, always leads to the center. While a maze can confuse and confound us, making us second guess our decisions and often arriving at an impasse, a labyrinth can only end up in one place. Labyrinths date back thousands of years. We noted the story of the Minotaur, but archaeologists have found the imprint of labyrinths on coins centuries old. Cultures from around the globe throughout history show an interest in labyrinths. The Orient, South America, and Celtic traditions, for example. Their use varies. For some, walking a labyrinth may be a part of a ritual. For others, a part of a dance. And others, a tool for meditation. The symbol of walking a path encourages spiritual and psychological growth. The labyrinth can offer a chance to experience a sense of mindfulness and to practice being present in the moment. Interest in labyrinths is so widespread that a labyrinth locator is available online so that you can find a labyrinth in any city in the United States. When we go on trips, I often look for a labyrinth on the trip or nearby. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, that's great, Chris. I'm glad whatever weird voodoo thing you're talking about works for you. And you might be right. I disagree to say that labyrinths are not voodoo, but walking the labyrinth might be a helpful spiritual practice for some, but not for everyone. Like when you go to a food bar, you might want to hang out with a shrimp, and that's great, but I might want the fried chicken. The different spiritual disciplines are like a buffet, where all can try an entree and see what appeals to them or works for them. Here's what works for me. In a labyrinth, I can focus on the journey and not just the destination. I can be present with my thoughts, with my steps, with my body, and with God. If I just follow the path, I will end up at the center. What a profound metaphor for life. I find that I can let out what scares me, what angers me, what attacks me as I walk into the labyrinth, and then breathe in what comforts me, what gives me joy, and what gives me peace as I walk on the way out. After a senseless killing in the national news, I went for a walk in a nearby labyrinth to be alone, to ponder God's activity in the world, and then to wrestle with where my place might be. Wandering a meandering path back and forth, to some, it just seems like you're lost. But if your objective is the path, you might just find yourself.